दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे कलानां प्रचारं दधानं विनम्रं स्वयं ग्रन्थकारं सतां मानितारं नमत्तापहारं स्वयं निर्विकारं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे सदा शान्तिमूर्तिं सदा क्षान्तिमूर्तिं सदा दान्तिमूर्तिं सदा सत्यमूर्तिं प्रमाणप्रवृत्तिं दिशान्तं सुकीर्तिं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे इदं पञ्चकं यः पठेत् शुद्धचित्तः सदा मोक्षमार्गे नितान्तं प्रवृत्तः प्रसादात् स शास्तुर्भवे ज्ञानयुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवे नित्यमुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवेत् नित्यमुक्तः सदा स्मेरवक्त्रं कृपापूर्णनेत्रं स्थिरं दीनमित्रं जनप्रीतिपात्रं सुविज्ञातशास्त्रं कषायाक्तवस्त्रं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे परब्रह्मनिष्ठं स्वतो धर्मनिष्ठम् अहिंसैकनिष्ठं स्वशिष्यै सुजुष्टम् यतीनां वरिष्ठं गुरूणां गरिष्ठं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे सुशास्त्रे चरन्तं सदा सञ्चरन्तं जनान् बोधयन्तं भवादुद्धरन्तं मठां स्थापयन्तं गुरून् पूजयन्तं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे कलानां प्रचारं दधानं विनम्रं स्वयं ग्रन्थकारं सतां मानितारं नमत्तापहारं स्वयं निर्विकारं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं शान्तिमूर्तिं सदा क्षान्तिमूर्तिं सदा दान्तिमूर्तिं सदा सत्यमूर्तिं प्रमाणप्रवृत्तिं दिशान्तं सुकीर्तिं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे इदं पञ्चकं यः पठेत् शुद्धचित्तः सदा मोक्षमार्गे नितान्तं प्रवृत्तः प्रसादात् स शास्तुर्भवे ज्ञानयुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवे नित्यमुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवेत् नित्यमुक्तः। सदा स्मेरवक्त्रं कृपापूर्णनेत्रं स्थिरं दीनमित्रं जनप्रीतिपात्रं सुविज्ञातशास्त्रं कषायाक्तवस्त्रं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे परब्रह्मनिष्ठं स्वतो धर्मनिष्ठम् अहिंसैकनिष्ठं स्वशिष्यैः यतीनां वरिष्ठं गुरूणां गरिष्ठं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे सुशास्त्रे चरन्तं सदा सञ्चरन्तं जनान् बोधयन्तं भवादुद्धरन्तं मठां स्थापयन्तं गुरून् पूजयन्तं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे कलानां प्रचारं दधानं विनम्रं स्वयं ग्रन्थकारं सतां मानितारं नमत्तापहारं स्वयं निर्विकारं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे सदा शान्तिमूर्तिं सदा क्षान्तिमूर्तिं सदा दान्तिमूर्तिं सदा सत्यमूर्तिं प्रमाणप्रवृत्तिं दिशान्तं सुकीर्तिं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे इदं पञ्चकं यः पठेत् शुद्धचित्तः सदा मोक्षमार्गे नितान्तं प्रवृत्तः प्रसादात् स शास्तुर्भवे ज्ञानयुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवे नित्यमुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवेत् नित्यमुक्तः। सदा स्मेरवक्त्रं कृपापूर्णनेत्रं स्थिरं दीनमित्रं जनप्रीतिपात्रं सुविज्ञातशास्त्रं कषायाक्तवस्त्रं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे परब्रह्मनिष्ठं स्वतो धर्मनिष्ठम् अहिंसैकनिष्ठं स्वशिष्यै सुजुष्टम् यतीनां वरिष्ठं गुरूणां गरिष्ठं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे सुशास्त्रे चरन्तं सदा सञ्चरन्तं जनान् बोधयन्तं भवादुद्धरन्तं मठां स्थापयन्तं गुरून् पूजयन्तं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे कलानां प्रचारं दधानं विनम्रं स्वयं ग्रन्थकारं सतां मानितारं नमत्तापहारं स्वयं निर्विकारं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे सदा शान्तिमूर्तिं सदा क्षान्तिमूर्तिं सदा दान्तिमूर्तिं सदा सत्यमूर्तिं प्रमाणप्रवृत्तिं दिशान्तं सुकीर्तिं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे इदं पञ्चकं यः पठेत् शुद्धचित्तः सदा मोक्षमार्गे नितान्तं प्रवृत्तः प्रसादात् स शास्तुर्भवे ज्ञानयुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवे नित्यमुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवेत् नित्यमुक्तः। सदा स्मेरवक्त्रं कृपापूर्णनेत्रं स्थिरं दीनमित्रं जनप्रीतिपात्रम् सुविज्ञातशास्त्रं कषायाक्तवस्त्रम् दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे परब्रह्मनिष्ठं स्वतो धर्मनिष्ठम् अहिंसैकनिष्ठं स्वशिष्यै सुजुष्टम् यतीनां वरिष्ठं गुरूणां गरिष्ठं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे सुशास्त्रे चरन्तं सदा सञ्चरन्तं जनान् बोधयन्तं भवादुद्धरन्तं मठां स्थापयन्तं गुरून् पूजयन्तं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे कलानां प्रचारं दधानं विनम्रम् स्वयं ग्रन्थकारं सतां मानितारम् नमत्तापहारं स्वयं निर्विकारम् दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे सदा शान्तिमूर्तिं सदा क्षान्तिमूर्तिं सदा दान्तिमूर्तिं सदा सत्यमूर्तिं प्रमाणप्रवृत्तिं दिशान्तं सुकीर्तिं दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे दयानन्दरूपं मदाचार्यमीडे इदं पञ्चकं यः पठेत् शुद्धचित्तः सदा मोक्षमार्गे नितान्तं प्रवृत्तः प्रसादात् स शास्तुर्भवे ज्ञानयुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा भवे नित्यमुक्तः स जीवन्मृतो वा
ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। चैतन्यं सर्वगं सर्वं सर्वभूतगुहाशयम् यत्सर्वविषयातीतं तस्मै सर्वविदे नमः। In the last and 19th chapter, called the Bheshaj Prayoga Prakaranam, we have the dialogue between Atma, the self, and the mind. अभाव रूपम तमसी है हे मनः निरीक्ष्यमाणे न युक्तितः स्थिता. He mind, you are non-existent in reality, because when we observe you with reasoning, then you find that we cannot justify asthita, existence in you. Sato hi anasad, because sat never suffers a loss or distraction. Asatopi ajanmatah, and asat is never born. Dvayam cha chetah tava nasita ishyate. You have janma as well as nasha, and therefore you are neither sat nor asat, and therefore you are not there. Drashta cha drishyam cha tatha darshanam brahmastu sarvaha. This whole triputi of drashta, drishya, darshanam is Brahma, is a projection of yours. Tava kalpito hi saha. That Brahma, that duality is something that is projected by you, meaning that drashta also is a state of mind, drishya also is a state of mind, and darshanam also is a state of mind. Mind alone takes different forms and therefore comes to be called by different names, but what it is nothing but mind, and therefore is mind, is the projections by the mind. Drishyasya bhinnam nahi drishyamikshate. Drishyam, the object, can never be established to be separate or independent of the drashta, subject. Swapan prabodena tathana vidyate, and the Atma does not change whether he is awake or dreaming or sleeping. Vikalpanavapi tathadvaya bhaved. So question was, alright, what is projected is not there, but that act of projection is there. So you establish that drashta, drishya, darshanam, all of this is Brahma, that all of this is projection, but the vikalpana, the projection itself is there, and that stands apart from Atma, so does it not create duality? Vikalpana vapi tatha advaya bhavet. Even vikalpana, projection also cannot be apart from consciousness, apart from self. Avastu yoga tat alada chakravat. Because vikalpana ultimately is projection of something that is avastu, non-existent. See, what is projected is not existent, the projection also is non-existent. All that appears alada chakravat, like a burning ember in the dark, how it creates various shapes also, so different shapes are created, when appearing in various shapes. Na shakti vedosti yatha. In Atma, there is no Shakti Bheda, that Drashta, Shrota, Manta, that there are different Shaktis, so Atma has internal difference. Tata Advaitvam Sutrita Avasiyate, therefore, the non-duality Atma is established based on the Shruti. Now we proceed with the verse number 14. The Tikakara says, Nanu, yad upalabhyate tadasti iti. Iti abhivagamyate. When do we say something is, that part is, we accept it when the part is an object of perception or part is experienced, then we know that the part is. Like the horn on my head cannot be experienced, therefore we say it is not there. Yanna upalabhyate nasti iti. That which cannot be perceived or experienced is not there. So this is usually our conclusions. That is how we are living our life. That something is, when you perceive that, experience that, something is not, when you don't experience it. Upalabhyate dvaitam, this duality is something which you perceived, experienced, whereas non-duality cannot be experienced. Therefore, question is whether Atma, the non-dual, is there or not. And Atma is there. The duality or variety is experienced, but Atma is not experienced. And therefore, if the usual criterion is what is experienced is, and what is not experienced is not, then Atma falls in the category of not being there. It's a very beautiful point. Iti darshana darshane na vastu sattva asatvayoho karane. Vedantin says that when you experience something is not the only criterion for something to be there, or that you don't experience something does not mean it is not there. In these days, we don't even experience electricity, you can say, so all things that are beyond the sense perception can't be experienced. So Atma cannot be experienced in a conventional way. You cannot say you are not experiencing Atma, but you are not experiencing in the manner in which you are accustomed to having the duality of experience or experience. That kind of experience is not there of Atma. But that you experience Atma always really as I am, aham asmi, sadabhami, kadachinnaham apriya. So here the Siddhanta says that whether you experience, that alone is not the criterion of something to be there. Something could be there and it may not become object of experience. And something may not be there and it can still become the object of our experience. Therefore, darshana darshane na vastu sattva sattvayoho karane. Whether you can see or do not see, they are not the only criteria for establishing the existence or non-existence of something. Kit anyahevata nischayetuhu. That something exists or does not exist, whether you experience or not experience are not the reason, something else is the reason. And what is it? Idavipritya asadvayam, verse 14 says, asadvayam te yadyadikshate ikshate nadrushtyamityeva na chaiva nastita yatah pravritta sadasadvikalpana vicharavadvapi tathadvayam cha sat. Asadvayam te api hi yad ikshiyate. He mana, te tava gochari bhutam yad yad ikshate. So whatever it is that you see or perceive within the range of your perception, tattadvayam. So dvaitam dushtamapi asat. In fact, whatever you experience is not there. Vedanta says that to experience something is not the criterion of establishing the reality. In fact, what you experience, yad drishyam tan mithya. So whatever you experience really is mithya, because the experienced or depends upon the experiencer. Experienced does not have a reality independent of the experiencer. And that alone can be called real, which exists independently. Therefore, yad yad ikshate tat tadvayam dvaitam dushtamapi asat. So whatever you perceive, that duality is in fact asat or mithya. Where is the example that you see something is not there? Swapnavad drishtanasta swarupatvat. Like in dream also, you experience things, but when you wake up, it's gone completely. Drishtam, now seen, later not existent, therefore swapna is not real. So even though it is experience, it is not real, meaning that being object of experience is not the criterion for establishing reality. Tata na drishtam na drishyate evam etavata vastuna nasti tachana. And just because something is not seen or something is not experienced, that is not the criterion for establishing the non-existence of that thing. Gives a common example. Nai ni rupasya vayoho chakshusha anupalambepi nastita bhavati. Like vayu or the air doesn't have form, doesn't have color, and the vayu or the air cannot be perceived by the eyes. It can't be seen. Chakshusha anupalambepi, even the vayu or the air cannot be perceived by eyes. Nastita nahi bhavati, still you don't say that vayu is not there. Kintu astita eva, in fact, vayu is there, that is what is established, because vayu can be experienced by other organ of perception and we touch. But just because something is not there, therefore it is not. Now that is not the rule here. And similarly, if Satyam is not seen, therefore is not there, that rule doesn't apply. Or something is seen, like in the dream, therefore is there, that rule also is not there. So existence or non-existence cannot be established by whether you experience something or not. That is not the criterion for establishing existence, non-existence. Stoto vivastana drashtu samarthyadva. Something can be there, but then maybe my eyes are not functioning well, therefore I cannot see. My ears are not functioning well, so I cannot hear. So just because I cannot see something, cannot hear something, cannot touch or experience something, is not the criterion for that thing being not there, because not being able to see or hear may be due to my inability rather than its non-existence. Darshana ayogyatvad. So something can be there but not perceptible. Like vayu is there but you can't see it. Electricity is there, you can't experience it. Darshan ayogyatvad. Electricity is not darshana yogyam. It's not fit to be perceived. But that doesn't mean that it is not there. Adarshana sambhavat. Therefore, adarsanam, something, you do not see something or do not perceive something, is not the criterion for concluding that it is not there. It may as well not be there, but just because you do not perceive is not the criterion for establishing the non-existence of something. nanu adushtamapi nastiti shashashungadi prasiddham. But what is not perceived is not there, like the horn of the hare is prasiddham. And so, why do you say that what you don't see is there? Is not there? Satyam. In that example, you are right. Shashashungam, the horn of the hare we don't see, and yes, it is not there. Tathapi, labdharupam, kvachit kinchit, tadrugeva nishidyate, vidhanamantarenatah, na nishedasya sambhavaha iti. Labdharupam. Whatever is labdham, whatever is perceived. Kvachit, sometime, kinchit, something, tadrugeva nishidyate. What can you negate? You can negate that which is experienced, labdham, perceived. When kvachit, sometime, kinchit, some entity is sometimes perceived and it is negated in the way it is perceived. Vidhanamantarenatah na nishedasya sambhavaha. There is no other way that nisheda or negation can take place unless labdharupam. For negating something, you must experience it. And it can be negated the way you experience it. And so, meaning that it must be experienceable, let us put it this way. That the horn on my head can be negated provided horn is perceptible somewhere. Kvachit. Somewhere you see the horn and here you do not see, then you say that there is no horn on the head. So anything can be negated when it is perceptible somewhere and it is not in another place, then only nishedhyate. Vidhanamantarenatah na nishedasya sambhavaha. Otherwise, if it is not perceptible, then you can't negate it also. So what is not perceptible cannot be negated. What is perceived somewhere can be negated elsewhere, but otherwise there is no other way of negation. Negation can be of something that is experienced somewhere and it's not found elsewhere, so it is negated. Iti nyayana, by that rule, dvaitamasti nasti iti vipratipattyalambanam kyopi asthayam ityeva. The dvaitam duality is, nasti is not there, vipratipatti. So this kind of a question remains, this kind of difference of opinion remains. Dvaitam is there or not there? Now, that is possible when there is a basis for either duality to be there or not there. There must be a basis. Kiyapi alambanam asthayameva. You say duality is not there with reference to something. The horn is not there with reference to the head. You can't say horn is not there. Negation has to be with reference to something which is there. So Dvaitam also is not there with reference to Advaita which is there. So whether Dvaitam is there or not there, even that difference of opinion presupposes a certain basis that it is not there here. Dvaitam is here, not here. On this, that pot is not on this table, pot is not on the floor. Pot is on the table, pot is not on the table. So with reference to the existence and non-existence of the pot, you require an alambanam. So similarly also, Dvaita is there or not there, both of them require an alambanam. So negation of Dvaita also requires an alambanam, a basis with reference to which you negated, that is Advaitam. Vipratipattyalambanam kyopi asthayam. When the pot is there or not there, when that kind of different opinion comes in, where it is not there on the table, you can't say pot is there or not, on the table it is not there. So Dvaita is there or not there? Where? In Advaita, in Sat. Anyatha, Vikalpa, Prasara, Ayogat. You can't say table, the pot is there. Pot is not there. This Vikalpa comes provided there is an alambanam. Pot is there on the table. Pot is there, not there on the table. Otherwise, this Vikalpa, pot is there. Pot is not there. Where? So, some alambanam must be there. So, also Dvaita is there or not there. There must be an alambanam. Meaning that there is this difference of opinion or there is this kind of question or doubt about existence, non-existence of duality presupposes a basis. Deva says, yatah pravritta sadasad vikalpana iti. Third line, yatah pravritta sadasad vikalpana. So it's sadasad vikalpana. Whether Dvaita is or not there, that vikalpana has originated based on certain basis, where it is there or where it is not there. That has to be accepted. So table has to be first accepted. This is a question of whether the pot is on the table or not. But the debate of whether pot is there or not, you can't say pot is not there. It's not there on the table. It's there on the table. So table has to be first accepted. Alambanam. Similarly, Dvaita is there, Dvaita is not there. To say that alambanam has to be accepted. From where the kalpana, whether it is there or not there, proceeds. So, yatah pravritta sadasad vikalpana. Yatah yasmin adhisthane pratiyamana vikalpana tad asti akalpita rupam ityartha. Because yasmin adhisthane pratiyamana vikalpana, that basis from where the vikalpana is, whether the pot is there on the table or not there on the table, the table has to be accepted first, That is because the vikalpana on this vivada proceeded from table. Is there a pot there or not? Is there a horn on my head or not? The head must be is first there. Then the question is there or not horn? Tadasti akalpita rupam. And so debate is about kalpitam, but then that presupposes an akalpitam, non-projected basis. Vikalpa alamanatvena adhisthana sattam uktva. The teacher is saying that moment you talk of vikalpa or projection, or vikalpa or the various choices, then you have to accept where this vikalpa is. Without that, vikalpa cannot be. So we will settle the vikalpa later, but first understand that the basis or sat is there. Vikalpa alamanatvena adhisthana sattam uktva. So adhisthana substratum, which is the basis of this vikalpa, whether something is there or not, has to be first accepted. So adhisthana must be accepted for any vikalpa to take place. Avadhitvenapi. And when vikalpas are negated, then also something must be left. That is called avadhi. If everything is negated, then there is no negation. Negation also should have ultimately a boundary, which reference negation takes place. Therefore, Sat is both the alambanam for negation, Sat is also the limit or the avadhi of negation. Tadasti akalpita rupam ityartha. So vicharavadva, fourth line, vicharavadvapi tatha advayam cha sat vicharavadvapi. Va shabda cha shabdasah vicharavascha vicharavat cha chapi vicharavat chapi. यथा विचारः निर्णयमन्तरणे न पर्यवस्यति तथा सत् अद्वयं विना न विकल्पः प्रशाम्यति. So avadhi must be there. Yatha vichara nirnayamantare na paryasyati. So when you are deliberating upon something as to what is its nature, whether it is there or not, all that vichara must culminate into a decision, or nirnaya, that it is there, it is not there, it is like this, it is not like that. Vichara nirnayamantarena na paryavasyati. Vichara or inquiry or deliberation cannot be concluded without the nirnaya, without the conclusion. Conclusion must be there. Tatha sat advayam vina na vikalpa prashamyati. So also vikalpa, any projection also will not settle down unless there is a basis. And that is sat advayam. So the vikalpa is whether dvaita is there or not. Sat is, but then it also sat advayam. So unless that is accepted as a avadhi, the vikalpa na pashamyati. The question will not be answered unless ultimately a nirnaya or conclusion is made. Vichara also calls for conclusion of the vichara. If there is no conclusion, vichara goes on and on, then there is nothing to, vichara doesn't accomplish anything. Purpose of vichara is conclusion, nirnaya. Yatha vicharo nirnayamantarene na praparyavasyati tatha sat advayam vina na vikalpa prashamyati. Therefore, only when you recognize sat advaya, then the vikalpa, whether it is there or not, will ultimately be settled. Atah sarpadhara dandamālādi vikalpeshu anugamyamanataya adhisthanatvena. So adhisthana must be there, avadhi must be there. For negating something, adhisthana must be there and avadhi must be there. So they are both illustrated here with reference to Rajju Sarpa. Ata Sarpa, Dhara, Danda, Mala. Different vikalpas are there. A snake, somebody says snake, somebody says it's stream of water, somebody says it's a stick, somebody says it's a mala garland. Adi vikalpeshu anugamyamanataya. In all these vikalpa also, there must be a basis for the vikalpa. What's the basis? Rope is the basis. Adhisthanatvena. So rope is adhishthanam, which becomes the basis for this kalpana. And after kalpana, you come to a nirnaya. What is the decision? That this is rope. So rope becomes the adhisthana, the basis of kalpana, and rope becomes also the basis of the conclusion of that. This is the, what is this rope? Snake, etc. So, adhisthanatvena punah sarvavikalpa nished avasanataya avadhitvena. So, rope, whether it is a snake, whether it is danda, it is mala, it is bhuchidra, for all these are all called vikalpa. All these vikalpa can take place provided there is something upon which vikalpa is there, which is rope. So it is adhishthanam for all the vikalpa. And also ultimately when you show light there, then you must know the truth, and that is rope. Then all these vikalpas will ultimately conclude, or all the vikalpas will disappear when you discover the reality, which is also rope. So adhishthanam also is rope, avadhi also is rope. Anuvartamana avikalpita anishiddha rajju swarupavata. So what is rajju? Anuvartamanam. So that which in fact is present in all these, with snake also and mala also, the rajju is the basis. I am. Avikalpita, which itself is not kalpana. Anishiddha, which cannot be negated. So it is adhishthanam, so all kalpana can take place. It is avadhi of the nisheda, so it remains residue. Rajju swarupa. So Rajju, and in case of Rajju Sarpa, we find this anuvartamanatvam, avikalpitatvam, and anisiddhatvam. Three things. So with reference to Dvaita, also there must be something anuvartamanam, that non-duality must be there. Avikalpita, which is not projected, anishada, which cannot be negated. Adhyatmadi vikalpa adhisthana sanmatrameva tan nishedavadhitvena cha adhikalpitam avikalpitam anapohyam cha atmatattvam advayam asti iti eva upalabdhavyam upalabdha iti tatparyartha. Adhyatmadi vikalpa adhyatma adhibhuta adhideva. So these are the different vikalpa or different projections. Adhisthana sanmatratvena. This vikalpa projection must have adhisthana substratum, and everything other than sat will be projected. Ultimately, anything that is savishesha is all projected. It must culminate in nirvishesham, so sat nirvishesham. Sanmatratvena. Tad nisheda avadhitvena. So projection requires that adhishthanam, and after projections are all negated, then ultimate avadhi or residue is also that adhishthanam. Avikalpitam, therefore, in all kalpanas can take place upon a basis which is akalpita. Snake and all this kalpana is possible about rope which is akalpita. Anapohyam. And snake and all this can be negated, and that which cannot be negated is also rope. Akalpitam, anapohyam. Apohya, which can be negated, which can be discarded. So which is not projected, which cannot be discarded, must be there. Atmatattvam advayam asti ityeva upalabdhavyam. Therefore, atmatattvam advayam asti, as the adhishthanam for all projections and as avadhi of all nisheda, you would accept that it is there. Iti upalabdhavyam itatparyartha. So, sat swarupa atma has to be accepted. Going to the next verse. Kincha uktavidaya darsanamatrat sattvastatvanishya asambhavat. Uktavidaya, the way we discussed here, darsanamatrat, that you can see, is not the criterion that something is there. Or you can see is not the criterion that something is not there. Darshanamatrat sattva asattva nishya asambhavat. Because something can be there, you may not be able to see. Something is not there and you see, like the dream bird. Therefore, darshanamatratvam, seeing or experiencing, cannot be the basis or criterion for establishing the existence or the reality of something. Sattva asattva nishya asambhavat. That something is there or something is not there, you cannot come to that conclusion on the basis of whether you see or don't see. Vichara abhipeha, then how do you establish vichara? You have to deliberate upon that, because what's the criterion for something to exist? So seeing not seeing is not the criterion. Whether you negate it or not, adhishthanam is there, avadhi, they are the criterion for establishing something. Tasmimcha kriyamane. So when that vichara or deliberation is performed, sadeva advayam avashishyate, then we find that sat, existence, non-dual, that alone remains as avadhi. Viparitya With that abhipraya in mind, the next verse is sadabhyupedam. So verse 15 says, sadabhyupetam bhavatopakalpitam vichara heto yadi tasya nastita vicharahanach tathaiva samsthitam न चेत्तदिष्टं नितरां सदिश्यते. सत् अभ्युपेतं भवता उपकल्पितं विचारहेतोः यदि तस्य नास्तिता. So sadvastu nasti iti vadata. You say that there is no sat. There is no reality. Shunyavadi also can say that. Tan nirnayaya vichara abhivagamyate. What's the basis for you to say that sat or existence or reality is not there? That there is an abiding truth is not there. What's the basis? Oh, I can't experience it. That cannot be the basis. Tan nirnayaya vichara abhivagamyate. So therefore vichara is to determine what's the criterion for establishing the existence of something and see whether that criterion or the lakshana fits in here or not. So tan abhigamyate nava. So therefore you tell me whether vichara is required or not for determining the nature of something. Will you accept that we require vichara or not? It is abhyugamyate. If you say that yes, we require vichara or a deliberation upon something in order to establish its nature, tada bhavata sadvastu abhyupedam. Then you have to start with something. Sat or existent thing, you must start with an existent thing. Yato vichara heto vichara siddhyartham upakalpitam upasthapitam ke vastu sarve vicharake iti yojana. Because you can perform vichara upon something that is there. What is this? What kind of flower is this? What color is this? How many? If you want to carry out that deliberation, the entity upon which you are deliberating must be there to begin with. Any vichara or deliberation presupposes the basis of deliberation. That upon which you are deliberating must be there, and therefore vichara hetoho vichara siddhyartham. For that your vichara or deliberation can be carried out, upakalpitam upasthapitam ke vastu sarve vicharakaihi iti yojana. All vicharakas, they have to first of all establish something which becomes the basis, whether it is this or that, So whether is there a God particle or not? Is there a reality about the universe? Is such a galaxy there or not? Is such a star there or not? Is this particle there or not? So very questions are there. So you must start with something. Whether a particle is, so then something, what is there or not? What is it? So particle is there or not? Is a galaxy there or not? Is a star there or not? Is a planet there or not? So that's how the astronomers will deliberate. The physicists will deliberate whether some particle is there or not. We will deliberate whether it's salt in there or not, for example. But some basis has to be accepted. I am deliberating. What? Is there or what? Whether it's salt in here or not. Therefore, you must have a basis for any kind of vichara or deliberation. Kimapi vastu sarvahi vicharakai upasthapitam. All vicharaka or all people who make inquiries will first of all establish a basis which is which becomes the object of inquiry. Vicharo hi pramana vyaparasya phalavasanattva nischya hetu tarka. So what is vichara? When you say vichara, deliberation is tarka, reasoning. What is reasoning? Pramana vyaparasya phalavasanattva nischaya hetu. That reasoning which results into the phalavasanam, not just any reasoning. So vichara means reasoning, tarka. What? Pramana vyaparasya phalavasanatva nischaya hetu. So whatever pramanam is there, whether it is perception, whether it is scripture, whether it is tarka, whatever pramanam is there, phalavasana nischaya, that it results into ultimately phalam or a conclusion. That tarka or the reasoning that leads you to a certain conclusion, that is what is vichara. So vichara tarka. Vichara is the reasoning, which ultimately leads you to phala avasan nischayatva, and so which leads you to the nischaya or the determination of whatever phala, whatever it is that you want to understand. So that pramana vyapara, whether it is tarka, for example, is pramanam, eyes are the pramanam, any means of knowledge is pramanam, shastra shabda must be pramanam. Sacha na prameyamantarena prasram upalabhatte. Pramanam is means of knowledge. So you want to know something. The object of knowledge must be there, prameya must be there, then only pramanam has its scope. So such a prameyamantarena na prasram upalabhyate. There a prameya, or object must be there. What is this flower? You see what is the color. The pramanam is eyes here. So you use the pramanam to arrive at the conclusion. Somebody says there are 5 petals, somebody says there are 6 petals, somebody says it is, I don't know, maroon color, red color, rani color, whatever. So then, when these vikalpas are there, then you do the vichara and then arrive at the conclusion. But prameya must be there. This object must be there about which this vichara is performed. And pramitam chanabhadyate, and then the conclusion that you have come also must be abhaditam, So then alone the vichara is complete. That now you have come to a conclusion that this is red. No, you say, is it red, is it green, is it pink, is it this? And then after all the pramana application, you arrive at conclusion, this is red. And that now is not further question. So therefore, pramitam cha nabhadyate. So what is concluded is not negated. That is the way the vichara is carried out. The sadvastu siddhi ityartha. So first of all, prameya must be there. Tarka must be there to arrive at the understanding or determination. And you came to a determination which is not negatable, not further debatable. So this is a process of determining nature of anything. It's called vichara. Iti sadvastu siddhi ityartha. This is how you can arrive at the existence of what is there. So therefore, sadabhyupetam bhavata upakalpitam vicharaheto iti. For purpose of vichara, you have to upakalpitam, you have to upasthapitam, you have to establish the sadvastu. Something that is there which becomes a basis for your vichara. Yadi tasya nastita. If you say that no, there is no sat, then what are you going to deliberate upon? Vipaksha yadi tasya sadvastuna nastita. Second line says yadi tasya nastita. So what you want, the prameya is itself not there, what you want to deliberate upon is not there. Like the Buddha says that it's non-existence. So you start with what? It's not there, you have to start with something which is there and then say it is not, arrive at a conclusion. Yadi tasya sadvastuna nastita tada pramana prameya pramatra nirupyasya vicharasya hanad. If that sadvastu itself is not there, Yadi tasya nastita, then this pramana, prameya, pramatru, vichara is what? That is a means of knowledge, object of knowledge, and then the knowledge of the object. But there is, what are you inquiring about? Nothing. I don't know. Then vicharasya hana, that vichara, deliberate itself cannot take place. Means vicharasya pravrutti, vichara itself cannot have pravrutti, or vichara itself cannot come into play. Chakarat, sadabhav nirnaya hanacha, and also vichara hanacha, third line. Chakarat, sadabhav nirnaya hanacha. And so, sadabhav nirnaya, even your nirnaya that sad is not there, that also cannot be. Sat abhava nirnaya hanat. The Buddha will say that there is no sat. But for that also you have to accept some basis about where it is not. Sat is not, where is it not? If sat is not, you say that, then what's the basis of negating sat or negating anything? So in negation also you must accept something where the negation takes place. Otherwise, just nothing. Where is it nothing? Chakarat, sadabhav nirnaya hanacha. That sadabhav is not there. That nirnaya also cannot be if there is no basis for this vichara. Tathaiva samsthitam, anirnitam samsthitam, meaning then, in that case also, sadvastunaha nastita. If sadvastu is not there, then that vichara itself cannot take place, and therefore the anirnaya, that inconclusivity continues to be there. Tathacha vastu tattva anavadharanat ahika amusmika artha pravrutti hani syadid bhava. What we are saying is that we are in the process of ascertaining the truth. You say it is not there, or where is it not there? Because not there means it has to be a basis. You can't just so, and therefore where it is not there, there must be a basis where it is. So if it is not established, then it's not there also is not established. And if you have not arrived at any conclusion about whether Sat is there or not, then Ayeka Amusmika Artha Pravuttihani. You cannot carry out any worldly activities here also if there is no basis of that, or for Amusmika means for the next birth also, or after death also. So no pravrutti can take place if there is no basis. If there is nothing there at all, then what is the pravrutti? What are you going to accomplish? There is no goal also, there is nothing to reach also, and so what do? Life is meaningless. Etena vichara anapyogamadvakshecha dosha ukta veditavyaha. By this also, vichara anapyogamapakshe, that vichara is not accepted, that also is not right, because without that you cannot come to any conclusion. Atha avicharitam anirnitam cha tat kimapi na ishtam ched. No, but something must be there. If you don't accept that avicharitam or anirnitam cha, that something you have not inquired, therefore you have not arrived at the conclusion whether something is there or not there, that decision is not made. Tari vichara nirnayo sadavasanamantarena parivasana bhavat. Then vichara comes to a nirnaya, and that has not arrived at any kind of a existent thing. And therefore, nitaram sadishyate. So ultimately you have to then accept it, that sad has to be there, otherwise no pravrutti is possible here in this world. If nothing is there, in the universe there is nothing to do, nothing to accomplish, nothing to achieve, then what pravrutti is possible? In other world also there is nothing. What pravritti is possible? Sadavasanamantarena vichara parivasana abhavat. So vichara and nirnaya, they also cannot be there unless there is something to do, something to inquire about, something to deliberate about. That has to be there. Otherwise, what will you deliberate upon? And what decision you arrive at? Therefore, nitaram sat ishyate. Therefore, you have to definitely accept the sat or existent thing, which becomes a basis of even for negating, for vichara basically. To arrive at the truth of that, some basis must be there. O yad va he manah bhavata upakalpitam tvaijatam vichar heto vichar siddhyartam sad abhipetam. All right. Suppose the mind, we accept as basis the duality that you have projected. Bhavata upakalpitam dvaitajatam. This whole host of duality which you have projected. Vichara heto vichara siddhyartam sadabhyapetam. For purpose of vichara, if you accept that atma tattva nischaya phala vichara pravrutti asti iti dvaitam. So we begin with dvaitam. O mind, the dvaitam, duality that you projected, if that becomes a basis of inquiring as to what the reality is. Atma tattva nischaya phala vichara pravrutte. Whether the Atma tattva is there or not, for arriving at that conclusion, you make inquiry, perform vichara. So, dvaitam angikritam. So something, that dvaita we accept. So you did not accept sat as a basis for inquiry. All right, you projected dvaitam, that we accept as a basis for vichara. Yadi punah tasya nastita shunyata eva dvaitasya syat. And then you arrive at an understanding there that dvaitam is not existent at all. Tada vicharahanat vichara pravrutte. And then the vichara, then you say, but dvaita is not there. You accept dvaita as a basis for vichara, but dvaita is not there, then vichara cannot take place. Chakarat paramartha nirnaya abhavacha. And therefore, paramartha nirnaya also cannot take place. If dvaita, which you take as a basis, is not there, then you cannot arrive at any conclusion. So what is paramarthika satyam also? You cannot arrive at. So, tathaiva avicharitam anirnitam chatvam samsthitam syad. Therefore, tattva again becomes what? Anirnitam. Avicharitam, not available vichara, and therefore not arrived at any conclusion. Atha tattva nirnaya purushartha siddhe. If tattva nirnaya is not done, then purushartha, tattva is ultimately goal. If there is no tattva, then what's the purushartha? So Buddha says that there is no reality, there is nothing abiding. Then what is it that you are seeking in life? What do you want in life? We want shunyata, but then that also has to be accepted as something. Even though you use the word shunya, it has to be accepted as a state of mind or whatever kind of a state which is called nirvanam, something you have to accept as a basis or as ultimately the goal that you are seeking. So otherwise, where is nirvanam? So you can use the word shunya. You can use shunya means shunyata of samsara. You know, when you say shunya, samsara is non-existent there. All right. That doesn't mean nothing is existent. So, tattva nirnaye purusha siddhe tat anirtattva svabhavam ishtam na chesyat. Therefore, anirnita svabhavam ishtam na syat. So, anirnita, that svabhava is not determined, that also is not desirable, because then no pravritti is possible. Tari nitram sad ishyate. Therefore, the sat has to be accepted. Vichara nirnaya sati sarvasya sadavsanatva avyavicharad ityartha. So when vichara nirnaya takes place, then everything concludes into Sat, and the Sat avasanatva avyabhicharat. Anything that you take up ultimately concluding something existent, you know. Kotyantara sfuranam vina na samshaya avatara. Samshaya or the doubt can be there when there are two equally real things. Koti antara, that two kotis are there, but each one of them is equally possible. So two similar possibilities are there, then only doubt can be there whether it is this or that. Whether it's a rope or snake, that snake is equally possible as a rope. If snake is not possible at all, then it cannot become the basis of doubt. So the rope is there, snake is there, both are equally possible, then the doubt can be there, samshaya can be there. Tena vina na vichara pravritti. And that is when the vichara, if you determine that this is rope, then there is no vichara. Or you know that this is snake, no vichara. Is it rope or snake? Then that is when the vichara pravritti takes place. Tamrute na vastu tattva nirnaya, and without vichara pravritti, there cannot be tattva nirnaya, or arriving at the what the entity is. Tena chavina na purushartha lava, and without that the purushartha, you are looking for a rope. So unless the decision is made, determination that there is a rope here or not there, if it's there, already you got what you wanted. Not there, you continue your search. And then you will find, so purushartha is lava, the end of the life or a goal can be achieved provided there is a ascertainment of what the truth is. Whether it is there or not there, there must be ascertained. Then only the purushartha, ultimate goal, if it is not here, somewhere else. So, tena chavina na purushartha labha. So, vichara pravritti, then vastu tattva nirnaya, and then purushartha labha. Vichara pravritti, deliberation. Then this is vastu, then I want that, then you have an activity of what it is to acquire that. I don't want that, then something else. Iti vichararthataya yatha pratipannam dvaitam abhimukatam. Meaning that we accept your Dvaita as a basis of vichara. Not that you accept it as reality, but you projected Dvaitam, so we accepted that to see what the reality is. Na pramanikattvena, we did not say Dvaitam is, but you projected Dvaitam. So let us find out what it is. That is how we accepted it. And not that we say your Dvaitam is real. Tathāti punyangam rajuttvena vyavahartah iva atattvam tattva-buddhya vyavahartah anartha prapti sambhavat. Somebody takes snake to be rope. Somebody takes the snake to be rope. Atattvam tattva-buddhya. Similarly also, what is unreal, we take it as real. So then there also will be a problem in their life. You arrive at this conclusion that this is a rope and you pick up a snake, So where there is snake, you arrive at the conclusion this is rope, then also anartha will take place. Therefore, what it is, if it is snake, then that is snake, then you know how to deal with it. Atattvam tattva-buddhya vyavahartah. Atattva. What is not tattva is taken to be tattva also. Anartha prapti sambhavat. Like what is snake is determined to be rope, then also anartha prapti. Tat parihara vichare asyambhavani kriyamane. So vichara is required so that you don't make a mistake also. That you just assume something and it turns out to be quite contrary, that also is wrong. So if it is harmful, then you must, by vichara you know that it must be harmful. By vichara you know that it is useful. Whatever it is, the vichara is required, otherwise pravritti cannot take place to acquire or to reject. One of the pravritti must be there which requires determination of what it is. And that requires vichara. Sarveshu vishesheshtu astitayaha avyavicharat. Now, anything that possesses any attribute, existence must be there. Or in all the names and forms, astitaya avyavicharat is something that is non-negatable. Visheshanam vicharat. For example, in all these ornaments also, the gold is avyavichari. The bangle is not there in the ring, in the kanthi or in the necklace. But the gold is avyavichari. Similarly also, Vishesha, all the adjectives or specialties can be negated, but what is samanya, it cannot be negated. Asamanya, Vishesha is negated. Bangle possesses bangleness, which is not an earring, and earring possesses earringness, not then. So the Vishesha is negated. Bangleness is negated in earringness. Earringness is negated in bangleness, but none of them negates the gold. Mitho vyavicharinam cha anrutatvat. Otherwise it's not there. If none of them has gold, then it's non-existent. Sanmatrameva satyam, therefore, in everything you have to accept asti, 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 asti. That is what pervades everything, which informs everything. Where all visheshas, one vishesha negates the other, that negates the third. So ultimately, all visheshas will be negated. And asti, which is samanyam, alone will remain as non-negated. Na dvaita rupo visheshakaraha, and therefore dvaita is vishesha, and that will be negated, and what remains is sat or nirvishesham, and then nitaram siddhyati, that sat alone becomes the established truth. Na dvaita rupo visheshaka iti nitaram, therefore the vishesha, dvaita always involves vishesha. And that is negated. One vishesha negates the other, whereas Advaita is something that is universal, common to all of them, and which is non-negatable, and therefore also nitaram sadishyate. Therefore, sat or existence has to be accepted as existing, as a basis, as all pervasive, as adhishthanam, as avadhi. In every way, sat has to be accepted. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Atmedi Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. नहीं फेर पड़े.